My name is Elliot Woods, one half of art collective Kimchi and Chips from South Korea. At the New Now Festival we are presenting a new installation we've created titled Another Moon, which gathers sunlight during the day and projects it back into the sky at night, where it meets in the air above the Zollverein to form the image of a second moon.
Hello, my name is Johanna Bruckner. Here in the exhibition you can see my new work, Flamboyant X-ray, and it deals with fire, heat, and the warmth of the coal actually, which is now in my research being transformed into a sort of agency. And here I question fire as something that brings about new life circles, and is actually something that is fertile, imposing the idea that fire is something just destructive, but I'm more interested in the reproductive function of fire. And so I have been working around plants that use and need fire in order to reproduce, that use the chemical signals and shape new life through the nutritions that they set in motion in the soil.
My name is Stine Deja and I'm a Danish artist. Currently I'm living and working in Copenhagen, and I participated in the New Now Festival and I made this installation which is called Burned Out, and the structure that you're seeing kind of resembles a card house out of TVs. It's kind of a metaphor for our kind of planetary world on fire.
Hi, my name is Cibelle Cavalli Bastos, and the title of the piece I'm showing here is Avoiding Algorithmic Death. Within that, there's a phrase work that expands into the space and also into the fourth dimension, which is an augmented reality sculpture with the phrase make content unequal be content more than make content equal be content more than make content. So it's like it just goes like this in a scroll. And there's also like a commercial LED scroller with the same phrase, and there is a commercial banner but placed vertically on a column with the same phrase. And so, making content, but also thinking about the big content is not just the big content, but like content, happy, and how these gets harnessed by big social media companies, like our dopamine hits and our fear of disappearing, like how they use all of this to grow their market, and it's very insidious and there is no legislation to do these things. The other thing that I have is a large screen on the format of a phone, just kind of leaning against the wall with beanbags. It's like somebody dropped the phone there and you're suddenly very tiny. Because often I think about the space that it occupies in our psyche. The content of that screen is my process of mitigation of the consequences of engagement algorithms. In the Instagram accounts that I have called Avatar Perform, which is the piece that I have been running since 2017.
Hi, my name is Christian. I am part of the design studio The Constitute, and what you see here is the work point of view. On the one side you see a table with a lot of prototypes. This one are prototypes from the process, how we designed it, all the algorithms that created the surfaces of the helmets that you see hanging on the other side. There are 4 of them, they're a bit higher, and all these helmets you can use to disembody yourself. This means you can wear one of those helmets and with it attached camera eyes, and you can exchange these camera eyes because each eye is connected to a VR headset that is inside the helmet. So if you give your camera eye to another one, you can see yourself through the hands of the others, and vice versa, because it's 4 of them, so it will become group experience.
My name is Lotta Bauer, and I'm studying communication design at the Folkwang University, and you can see my project on the left side, the red lip. It's interactive, so you can talk with this lip, and it's reacting on what you're saying. I was thinking about communication and speaking, and it was an experiment. I was watching my own lip, how it moves, and then I was thinking about how could it move differently? What meaning does this lip have for our communication, and but also for symbol, for beauty? How does beauty and communication come together?
Okay. Hi, my name is Danielle Brathwaite-Shirley, and behind me are 5 figures that I call demon babies. They are all based on me losing my hair, and so they all kind of cover the front bit of their hair. And they're supposed to be ancestors, but are a little bit demonic and scary, and that's mainly the point. You're supposed to not quite understand and not sit with them comfortably and learn to appreciate the way they look. And then above the demon babies, projected on the wall, is a single projector with a QR code and a bunch of, people call them aliens, but I call them another kind of demon baby. And they are rotating around this QR code, which you're supposed to scan to access the website to the work.
My name is Joanie Lemercier. I'm a visual artist, and I've been working with projection for about 15 years now, mostly doing projection mapping and projecting onto objects and drawings and sketches. I like to explore geometry and nature. And the piece I'm presenting here for the New Now Festival is called Slow Violence. And it's actually my first screen-based piece, and it's about the Ambar forest and how the coal mining industry is affecting the region. So the Ambar forest is a place I discovered 3 years ago, and I've seen some images online, and I couldn't quite believe that this big coal mine of 8 kilometers by 5 kilometers existed in Europe. So I had to go. I took my drone and I shot some images of the big machines, the baggers that are just eating the earth and extruding and extracting earth and soil and then coal. It's one of these places that Timothy Morton calls hyper objects. And the mine, it's so big, such a complex object, because there's a lot of social issues, political issues, that you can't really explain this easily.
Hi, I'm MengXuan Sun. I'm the artist of residency program in New Now Festival. Now you're in my multi-video installations, which called Time to Kill the Old Version. And in this piece, I pull the parallel contests of traditional industry level and game level. I'll tell you more in a second.
My name is Bryndís Björnsdóttir, but go by Dìsa. This is my installation called Coal Crystal Garden. It is inspired by coal crystal gardens that miners used to do in their homes. They used fragments of coal lying around in their homes and mixed together solutions from material ingredients found in the kitchen and soaked the coals, and overnight crystals would grow. This was a way to decorate their home, and in particular in the Depression years in America. This way of growing crystals was also something that the French chemist discovered in the 1700s and called it iron flowers. On the walls you can see also some images of me scanning the walls of the Missionlager with a book scanner. The book scanner gave a very glitzy, compressed images of the walls, showing the walls as a earth strata or the layers of the earth, which also relates to mining being the first steps of humans realizing, reading into the layers of the earth and geology forming as a field. You can also see some non-animate sculptures in the space, which will sort of relate to, again, the non-animate life force of the growing of the crystals, which for me is a strong analogy to the debate about the origin of life, which links to positions of silicon versus carbon.
We're here again. No matter whether it's created in factories or game playgrounds, the level is a slow death. So the final reward requires patterns of repetition. The players of the game need to keep playing. And the purpose, just like with industry level, is to keep surviving. In these games, lose the game is always an opportunity to move the plot forward. And I would like to try to pave the way for this opportunity.
MLF is a digital art collective using science and technology as a lens to illuminate the vital natural wonders occurring in the world around us and that otherwise we couldn't see with our regular sensory perception. The aim is to highlight these natural processes so that we can feel more connected to nature. In particular, Treehugger shows the transpiration process, which is the process of drawing water from the roots to the canopy. And the tree you see here in the point cloud is generated from a LiDAR scan of the rock tree of the giant sequoia located in the Sequoia National Park. The experience you can see to your left is a free-roaming VR experience where the environment reacts to your touch and it's supported by a projection screen.
I'm PortraitXO. My piece here is called Express Mine, which is a short expression of time, a time capsule of my very short stay here for a 3-week residency at Zollverein. And this is the output of translating my experiences of all the educational content and data training that I've done to create this audiovisual playable sculpture. Each coal piece generates a audio visual, all the AI that I played with during my stay here.
I'm Perry James Sugden.
I'm Daria Jelonek.
And we are Studio Above and Below.
Our project is called Explorations of Digital Material Ecologies.
For the 3-week period of the project, we explored the River Ruhr and created a digital data set around the water movement. To the right is our projection, and this is a sculpture and a material library. And to the left, we have the physical wave sculpture, and this was the tool to collect the water movement data. And by using this data set, this influences our digital sculpture in the exhibition space.
I'm Andrea Familari, a multimedia artist based in Berlin.
Hi, and my name is Vesela Stanoeva. I'm a media artist, curator, and scenographer based in Dortmund.
We collaborate on this installation, SOS.
We are inspired by New Now Festival and also by the conference Another End is Possible. And the project is about the doomsday or the ending world we have through climate crisis or also other crises. We try to send SOS messages out to the universe. You can scan a QR code, enter the website, and you can type a message up to 120 characters.
They will be converted straight in a Morse light signal.